Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this prize giving for the inaugural Royal Southern Charity Cup. We've been delighted to see you all competing here over the last 4 days, and we've been equally delighted to be able to host this event. It has been so frustrating for us over the last 4 months waiting to be allowed to recommence sailing. So I'm delighted that the weather was as good as it has been and that you've all enjoyed it as much as you have. The event has been organised in support of Solent Mind and Hamble Sea Scouts, the two charities which the club has been supporting during 2020. And I'd like to thank our sponsors who've helped make this regatta feasible, especially Charles Heidsieck Champagne and North Sails, who've provided all our major prizes for the weekend, but also to Pigbags, Salcombe Gin and Antigua Sailing Week. To begin, I'd like to thank all the team that have helped make this regatta feasible, especially Emily and Georgie, who processed all the entries and the results in our sailing office. I'd also like to thank all our volunteers on the committee boat and the mark layers, and especially our two principal race officers, Stuart Childerley and Tanya Robinson, along with all those other members who made their boats available as committee boats during the event: William Avery, Gordon Cragen and Stuart Childerley. There will be bottles of wine available for our race officers and boat owners for you to collect from the sailing office afterwards. And now I'd like to hand over to Stuart to read out the results. Stuart.
Thank you, Graham. One of the upsides of these types of prize givings is we have all these lovely prizes, so I can use the North Sails wet notes to write down some notes myself, and I can take some Salcombe Gin along in these lovely bags and head off to Antigua to enjoy all the prizes, because unfortunately not everyone's here. However, right, on to the important stuff. We've had 3 really good days racing. Today unfortunately didn't happen for everyone, but we saw some great racing, and it's really good to see everyone out there taking the first sort of tentative steps back to racing at this time. In the J70 class, 3rd overall was EV Experts Chris Taylor on 18 points. 2nd place overall, Calypso, James Peters and James Calistone, 16 points. And 1st place in the J70s, Paul Ward with his team Eat Sleep J Repeat, 12 points. Moving on to the X boats, in 3rd place overall, XL Rory Patton, who made the trip down from Lymington. Expeditious in 2nd place with James Markby, Peter Baines on 5 points. We're very pleased to see a number of Etchells made their way across to the Solent to enjoy the racing, and in 3rd place we saw Swedish Blue Ante Radmilovic, 16 points. The Plant Hunter was 2nd, also on 16 points, and that's Malcolm Offord and his team. 1st place, 1 point ahead on 15 points, was Extra Bite Sean Frolic. So well done, Sean and the team. One of the problems sometimes of being a race officer is pronunciations, and all weekend I had a great problem getting VPRS class right. It was RVPS and all sorts of other combinations, but in the VPRS class 2, 3rd place, Cockleshell Jonty Sherwell on 11 points. 2nd place, which is really good to see this team, Riot from the Greg City Academy, and that's Kai Hockley on 8 points. And our winners of the VPRS Class 2 was an e-boat and a boat called Eros, and that's Azat Ultimus, and out on 5 points, and excuse the pronunciations. Moving on to IRC Class 1. Third place overall was 02 James Gare from Cowes on 17 points. Second place was Tokoloshi 3, a Cape 31, David Bartholomew, finishing on 10 points. And our winners in Class 1 was McFly, Tony and Sally Mack on 9 points. So great sailing by that team. Moving on to Class 2 IRC, we saw again some great racing. 1 or 2 boats sailing short-handed within the class, or a reduced number of crew. Third place overall was Gen 2 James Harada, 13 points. Equal on points, but Jago take it on the count back in second place. So Jago, Mike and Susie Yates for 13 points also. And just 2 points ahead, winning Class 2 was Giraffe, Simon Perry and his team on 11 points. So well done Giraffe and Simon Perry. IRC Class 3, we've got third place, 19 points, Great Banter, which is Ian Hadley and Tim Janes. Second place, Geronimo, David Greenha and his team on Geronimo. And first place overall was BLT, a quarter tonner, Sam Laidlaw, 5 points. Okay, going back onto the tongue twister, VPRS Class 1. Third place overall was Red 5, David Hitchcock on 11 points. Darkwood, Mike O'Donnell finished second on 10 points, sailing double-handed, so well done to them. It looked quite a challenge on the Windward Lure course yesterday for that class, sailing short-handed. And our winners on a mere 4 points, so a really good series sailed by Jamali, Michael Wallace, 4 points. So well done everyone, VPRS 1 class. I think that's it. So I think that's it on the results. Congratulations to our winners. Really pleased to see everyone out there enjoying their sailing in these difficult times, and also as we begin to find a way to begin racing again and then enjoy ourselves in a safe manner, and just having that opportunity to get back out there. So thank you everyone for their participation. It's been very enjoyable, and a special thank you to the race team from myself. They've been great supporting me through the course of this regatta, so thank you very much.
And thank you, Stuart, for all you've done over the past 4 days. Thank you. Well, COVID-19 has not only affected our general lives, but it's clearly hit this prize giving as well, as we're not allowed to invite the winners up here and shake hands, or even to hand the prizes to you in person. But they will be available for you to collect from the sailing office after the prize giving is finished. We now move on to the raffle, and we have, golly, an awful lot of prizes here to hand out. So I'm going to ask my 2 good-looking assistants, Emily and Georgie, to come up and help us draw this raffle. And the first prize is for a North Sails coaching session. So Emily, step a bit further forward if you would, so you're in camera.
Ashley Stair.
Ashley Stair.
Mm-hmm.
So Ashley, if you could pop round to the sailing office and collect the details for that, that would be great. The next prize is a Jeroboam of Charles Hyde 6 Champagne, and that goes to 446.
Gordon Cragen.
Gordon Cragen.
Last minute entry.
Right, you can come and see me afterwards, Gordon. I'll be looking after it. And the next prize is for a 1 day of J70 charter, and that goes to
326.
326.
326. Which is Victoria Herrick.
Victoria Herrick. And the next prize is a food hamper from Jenny's.
258.
It goes to 258, and that is
Stuart Lewis.
Stuart Lewis. And the next prize is an original Sea Sky print.
298.
298.
Simon Perry.
And that goes to Simon Perry.
Down there, please.
And then this one for the ladies, a Tim Hughes hair voucher.
157.
157.
Alexander van der Toren.
Alexander van der Toren.
Who isn't based here.
Right, and the next prize is a King and Queen Sunday roast voucher, including wine.
156.
156.
Alexander van der Toren.
Oh, lucky day for you, Alexander. And then a River Rat Sunday roast.
228.
228.
Ian Nicholson.
Ian Nicholson. There's 3 prizes left. A £25 Bugle meal voucher.
140.
140.
Amber Sexton.
Amber Sexton. The final 2 prizes, an Antigua Sailing Week bundle, and that goes to
142.
142.
Just Pat Aspinall.
It's this Pat Aspinall. And finally, a North Sails bundle.
Which goes to 138. Amber Sexton again.
138. Amber, you've got a second prize. Well done. Well, a final few comments. Thank you to everyone who's participated in the raffle. To say, all the proceeds will be going to Solent Mind and the Hamble Sea Scouts. Just to close, our next regatta on the 22nd and 23rd of August is the Hamble Classics, and of course we'd love to see everyone there. And following this, there will be our September regatta on the 19th and 20th of September, when we've already booked the same weather, but hopefully with a little more wind than we're getting today. We look forward to seeing you then. Goodbye.